Hello there, welcome to JJ's Productions. So we're doing two mission stories in this video, Insecurity and Bird of Prey. So, Carl Ingram first, and we're going to do Bird of Prey. The idea of this story is that Carl Ingram has hired an assassin and he wants him to eliminate a journalist. So as we go up these stairs, we're going to stumble across this assassin. He's a little bit upset that he isn't allowed to take, I'm assuming it's his folding knife upstairs. So yeah, a little bit weird. There's also a little bit of a funny sight gag where I keep picking up and putting away my gun in that bin. Throughout this recording, I wasn't exactly sure whether I wanted to use my gun or not, so I kept hiding it and picking it back up. So yeah, that's just something to chuckle about. But yeah, the idea is the assassin's going to come over here. He's going to have a row with this woman for some weird reason. Pick up these coins while you're there. I mean, you may as well. We are using the default loadout, so it's lockpick coins and a pistol. So there's nothing particularly fancy about what I'm using. No special gadgets or anything. So we have just got to wait it out, unfortunately. They're going to just have a row. She moans at him about smoking and he basically demeans her for some weird reason. So it sort of makes the next bit quite alright when you choke him out. So yeah, the idea is that once you've got his disguise, we can go up and meet Carl Ingram, and from there we get assigned the contract, as it were. Now, when I first started this, I was a bit uncertain. I thought to myself, this isn't one of those missions, is it, where I have to do something to ruin my silent assassin, is it? But luckily, you can just knock out the target. You don't have to kill well, when I say kill the target, I mean Carl Ingram's target. The journalist, as long as you've got the camera and you just take a photo of an unconscious body, that will do for Carl. So yeah, that's something. I'm curious though if there's like a feat for actually killing the journalist and then showing him, like maybe saying, "Oh, there's blood there. Well done." Anyway, we knocked this dude out. As you saw, we turned on the sound system. He came over to investigate, and yeah, we're just going. I was going to pick up all his stuff, but then I realised I don't want his gun, so let's just drop that. So change disguise. There we are, and we're just going to go to have ourselves a frisk. So yeah, I actually got a bit of a bug with this. I was, in the first position, everything went alright, and then, as you're going to see, the guard bumps into 47 as he finishes the frisk. So here we go. You could just see a little bump then. And I swear, when I got the bug, it interrupted the idea of the frisk, so 47 couldn't actually continue. It wasn't a game-breaking bug, it just meant that I had to keep doing the frisk. So we're just going to wait for Gray to finish talking. Okay, so now we're going to talk to her.
I'm glad you changed your mind.
Arrogance can be a dangerous trait.
Yes, indeed, it can. Mr. Ingram has been expecting you. We have a conference room set up for you.
Okay, so one little thing that irritates me as far as maybe not game design, but NPC design, I would have really liked it if she was a much brisker walker. She really goes at a snail's pace, and even though you could argue she doesn't go too far at this time, you have to follow her again for this mission. And yeah, she's just really slow. So yeah, maybe you don't need to follow her. You could just sort of go on your own and you'd be fine, but yeah, for a first time playthrough especially, I wasn't going to try that.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're in the meeting room. Now, I would advise picking up a can off the table. I'm just doing this for a dramatic effect. So yeah, here's the can. I picked that up, and that way you've got something you can knock the journalist out with. And we're just going to walk around the table and take our seat. Now, if you've done this in good time, Carl will be actually down here, so he's much quicker to actually come into the meeting. If you're a little bit slower, like I was that time I got held up with the frisk, yeah, Carl will be upstairs and he takes a lot longer to get here, so keep that in mind.
Pleasure to meet you.
So I'm going to keep quiet while Carl's talking.
I'll get straight to the point. I have well, let's call it a dispute, which the Royal Highness tells me you're very capable of taking care of. Now, I've worked with your organization before, in Morocco, I believe, so I'm a little hesitant.
Don't be. We do what's needed.
Well, only time will tell. I have 2 assignments for you. Take care of the first one, and then we can discuss the bigger fish. Now, on to the first. An acute problem has been brought to my attention.
Keep talking.
I'll be candid with you. No one is supposed to know that I'm here. However, there's a journalist down at the inauguration, and he's asking rather intrusive questions about who's staying up here, and that is a very dangerous problem for me. Now, I want you to silence this little pain. You think you can do that?
It's what I do best.
I like your bluntness. This is his file. Hans Lucht, Pulitzer-winning freelance journalist. He's good, and won't give up until he gets the answers he needs. And that can't happen.
Consider it done.
Good man. And remember, I want a picture. I want proof so I can sleep tonight.
Of course.
Once this little assignment is completed, come back and talk to Miss Toe. Then we can discuss the real cancer that needs to be removed. I'm sure you can see yourself out.
Okay, so we've got our little objective. So it is pretty simple from here to actually continue. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to the lobby where we started pretty much, and the journalist will be there. It's not that hard to find him. He wears a purple outfit, so he stands out pretty well from the crowd. I think the irony of what I've just said, though, is that I did actually struggle to spot him this time. So, yeah. By the way, it is another example of my, I don't know what to call it, a fascination with pulling the gun out of there. I don't know why I kept doing this. Yeah, so he's usually around this area. You know, he's in one of these little groups of people. So if he's not in this big group here, he's by the Black Gold Bar, I think it's called. So we're going across here just to check. I think he's actually by the bar itself when I found him. I was just scanning the crowd for him because it's much easier to spot him without instinct. So yeah, he's over here, just right by the bar. As you can see, he's wearing a purpley maroon type jacket.
Information.
So you can prompt him for a chat.
Okay. You know what's happening upstairs?
I know more than you could imagine. But we can't talk here. Follow me.
Great. Lead the way.
So I did struggle to think of a good place to actually knock him out, and I wasn't satisfied really with where I did it. However, it worked. I got Silent Assassin, so if that's all you're bothered about, just follow my lead. We're going to lead him into the bathroom. We're going to tell him to just wait there a moment, and we're going to knock him out in the bathroom stall, as it were. The downside of doing it in there, there's no closet, so you can't hide him. Plus, if you don't hide the body within the room, the body could be found as you're walking out. So there's a couple of reasons why I didn't like this, but it did work.
Secret upstairs.
So we're in here.
Wait for me here.
We're going to just tell him to wait here.
All right. Whatever it is, better be good.
Okay, so I tried dropping a coin. I thought maybe that'll cause him to just look ahead, but he seems fixated on 47. Luckily we got around him, we could subdue him. So we're going to get the camera out. We're going to take a photo.
That's it. Now Ingram trusts.
And then all we're going to do from here is try and hide his body away from the door so that when we walk out, it isn't an easy spot for either the woman at the mirror or the event staff who's right by the door. So yeah, that is enough, I believe. So yeah, I didn't really do that. I didn't want to do the toilet. Anyway, we're just going to walk out, close the door as you walk out pretty much if you can. And there we go. From there, he should be fine. No one goes in the bathroom stall. As you can see by the video length, I play for quite a bit longer and the body doesn't get found. So you're going to be quite all right there. So once again, I decided to put my gun away. I honestly don't know what was going on here. I think part of me just liked the idea of having the gun for a little bit. Okay, I was checking here, make sure I hadn't got me frisked again. I was getting a bit paranoid after that bug. So yeah, we're going upstairs once again. I might have slowed down by these to make sure they didn't frisk me. There we are. And the woman we need to speak to is at the desk here, so let's just hand her the photo.
Welcome back. So, you have the picture?
Yeah, she is really slow to hold us her hand.
Here.
Good. Our guest will be delighted. Please follow me. He's waiting.
I mean, I look at this now, and this is what I was talking about before. She's a slow walker.
Looking fine today, sir.
The upside is this has got quite a view at the end.
I hope you have had time to see the art exhibition. His Royal Highness...
I mean, we've been in this area before, but I love how they pan the camera out like that. It's as if the devs wanted to say, look at this. Look at this graphics we have done. Look at the beauty we've created. So, you know, I'll give them a bit of patting themselves on the back. You know, it looks nice. You know, a nice wide angle shot. You know, deserving of that. But yeah, at this point, we've got to go upstairs to his little office. And yeah, it takes a bit of time for us to get there because she's just taking her time. And with guards on the door, I didn't really want to go without her. Again, there might be someone who's tried it and, you know, you can just go without her. But I thought, again, first time, I'm not risking it. So yeah, this just takes forever. So luckily, the idea is once we go in the room, Carl will be like, hey, welcome. And he just sends his guards out, bar one or two. He offers to toast to a drink over the success of the contract, if you want to call it that. And before the toast, we can poison his drink. So it's a very simple kill. We got lethal poison from the assassin we knocked out. But yeah, here we go.
Here we are. Mr. Ingram.
Mr. Cassie, so good to see you. You have the picture?
Yes. Your problem is fixed.
Omar said you were good. Let's get down to the important business at hand.
As you can see now, we've got the mission story.
I need to discuss some delicate business with Mr. Kazim.
Perfect. We have Ingram right where we want him. 47, you know what to do.
Have a drink, see the view. It's something to behold.
So it's like he said, make yourself a drink. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put something in Carl's, just so that when we toast, he gets the raw end of it. So I was quite lucky. I had a guess which one might be mine. Well, I say I had a guess. To be honest, this is the only one that you can poison. The other one's just a blend spot. But there we go. I can look like I'm having a drink. So yeah, also, I don't know if they go and carry that on, but I like the idea that the lethal poisons have got like a little aura around them, just so we know.
Either way, you have no choice in the matter.
Yeah, trying to intimidate us about the guards, but it's already too late.
A drink. Good idea. I think I'll join you. Now, as I was saying,
You were saying? Sorry, Carl, you were saying what?
Finally gets what he deserves.
Yeah, I would get out of there pretty quick. I didn't stick around to find out, but I would assume both of those guards will become enforcers very quick. So, yeah, now that we've done that, we can get on to insecurity. So we have got to go some way because obviously we're at the top of the tower right now and we need to make our way down to, I wouldn't say the ground floor, but one of the lower floors. Now, again, I was doing this as a first-time playthrough. I hadn't practiced this route. In fact, insecurity I hadn't even touched before this recording. So, yeah, it's very easy to do insecurity. So, what we need to go and get a guard outfit first of all, so that we can disguise ourselves appropriately. And then we need to find some transfer papers. Once we've got the transfer papers, we can go to the security room. We can tell them that we are going to take over as the guard for Marcus Stuyvesant. And from there, all we got to do is impress Marcus and we will become his guard. It's a fairly simple little mission. By the way, I decided here just to go back to my suit. You know, why not? I like the suit. So yeah, just pick up any goodies if you want. I've got the folding knife there. Right, so let's go over and get a guard outfit. So the easiest place I found to do that is right by the security room that we're going to. There might be one even simpler, but I thought to myself, I know how to get this one. It's a nice and simple knockout, and it's sort of where I need to be anyway, so I honestly didn't mind going this way. what caught me out is I didn't know where the room was with the transfer papers. So that took a bit of time because, as you can tell, I'm playing it on master mode, and it's a case of you don't get any hints. So it did take a little bit of exploring for me. So I would cut this out, but I would like to also show you the effort I went to. Okay, so the guard's coming in.
Looking into it. Over.
Over. So yeah, we're going to just can him in the head. Hide his body in the closet. And take his disguise. 47 looks quite good and white. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go down, and just to cut this little bit out as far as just speeding it up if you want to find the information out, we are really going the wrong way here. I shouldn't have gone this way, I should have gone... Well, actually I can probably point it out better now. We need to go pretty much behind the bar at the front, so not this one but the other bar. You go and see it when we get there. It's a bit hard to describe. I essentially went through all the back alleys, and I think I took a few wrong turns. When I haven't really explored this area, it does explain why, because I think you might even see it. I'm going to get a few challenges popping up here for going in places I haven't been before. So, yeah, that's the toilet I just tried getting into. That would have saved me a bit of time, at least. We've got storage here. I don't think I've been in this room before. Now, I think where I needed to go was somewhere around here, but my memory is failing. No, it wasn't that. Downstairs, maybe? Yeah, I think it might have been downstairs, but I took a wrong turn. Yeah, I go right when I should have gone left. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I go right here instead of left, so that is what you want to do. You want to go left. That'll get you to where we're going, but instead I end up doing a full loop because I take a wrong turn. I go through this door thinking, oh, I'll have a look. The door shuts and I can't get back to where I need to be before... Yeah. I didn't know the passcode, so I was like, oh... So, yeah, I've got to do a full loop, unfortunately. So, yeah, just don't do this. I feel like that is the one benefit of showing you. I can sort of go, yeah, I did make a mistake. So, yeah, got an enforcer here, so don't go there. I've got disguise on, so I thought, right, I can take a little shortcut through here. There we go. So we're just going to go this way. We're going to go through the door just on the right. And we're going to retrace our steps. So once again, we're going... Well, I did have a quick nosy just to check that was the same place. Yeah, so we don't go there. That's security. We can come back there later. So we're just going this way. We're going to go down the stairs again. And this time we're going left. See, lessons learned. Lessons learned, folks. So I did have a quick nosy there. I was like, what's going on in there? Briefing room. Quite self-explanatory, really, with the sign on the door. So yeah, we just carry on. As you can see, this is where we are. If you look through that door, you can get a rough idea of where we'll be. So it's the kitchen, and the changing room is through here. It's quite a way out. I was thrown by it, I'll admit. So there's the guard that we're replacing. We don't need these two seeing us, so make sure they aren't looking when you pick the papers up. Once you've got that, we can go to the security room. That's pretty much just where we got this disguise from, so it's not far away. So we're going to go through this door, and actually you can tell where we are now. So how I view it, you can make your way to them papers far quicker than I did. It's so easy when you know it. If I would have repeated the route, but I do like the idea of challenges popping up and you can see how I got through it. So, we're going to just let him know that we got the papers.
Reporting for duty.
About time. Our client has been going out of his mind waiting for you. Do you have the papers?
Yes.
Good. I'll call him now.
How should I address him?
It's classified, so you don't call him anything. But officially, he's just known as codename Pinky.
Okay, so just one more thing. If I was you, before walking in, I would also shoot the cameras out. Only because there is a camera in the area we go with Marcus. You can easily avoid it, but just on the off chance you don't concentrate or something, take the camera out. That way, you haven't got to worry about it. So yeah, as I said, we're just waiting for Marcus now to turn up. He is quite near, fortunately. It was one of the advantages of going the wrong way. It kept Marcus on the correct path a little bit.
Please stay back.
So, how are you finding Dubai?
I was a bit caught out here. I didn't know who they were when they were just walking past. I think it's a sheik with his bodyguard, I think.
I have very high standards and trust you will do your duty. You have your credentials on you?
That Rangan guy. Never asked me to work for him, never calls me. I put in my CV.
Well, this all looks very promising.
Such a dick.
Yes. Good. Oh, you worked for Dawood Rangan. Hope you
Nod, nod, wink, wink.
his tragic death. Okay. Very good. Okay, walk with me. I need to go through some ground rules.
Now, his bodyguard that you're replacing will follow you, well, pretty much until he decides to accept you. So, like for instance here, you can't think, oh, I'll just fibre wire him. I mean, I'll correct myself, you could decide to fibre wire him, but it would be a little bit of a waste because you wouldn't get the mission story completed first of all, but besides that, you've got to knock the guard out first. So it's best just following the mission story through. Just follow Marcus and you get a clear opportunity. Although, once again, the targets walk really slow. I can't help but think maybe they're trying to do like walking pace to sort of make it all seem realistic, but yeah, I just wish they'd have a bit of a brisk walk at least instead of, you know, this really one-paced pace they're going at. It's like, speed it up, please. So yeah, they're going outside. We've got some targets that are hanging, and Marcus wants us to use knives to take them out. It's fairly simple.
Target with a knife. That's where the talent lies. My father.
And they do give you more knives in case you accidentally just throw one in midair.
I want to see your skills. I don't know why, but I've always trusted a man who would throw a knife. I'm sure a psychiatrist would have a field day with that statement.
So, yep, grab all the knives, that way you don't need to pick them up each time.
Fail, get out of here. I never want to see your face.
And it's just like aiming at any target. The only difference is these are moving quite fast, so just try and aim it when you know you've got a bit of a lock on with them. There we go. Final one. That one is a little bit far away, so you might need to adjust slightly. But they aren't hard, honest.
Performance. I like you.
So you can sort of tell what the kill opportunity is going to be just from where we are. He's going to dismiss his guard, and then we've got a clean opportunity.
Deserve it.
Thank you, sir. It was an honor.
Thank you, sir. You impressed me. You really did. But let's get to work.
Okay, so he's walking away, and all we have to do is give him a nice little kick.
We got him, 47.
Easy peasy. And there's an exit right here. So I'm going to just say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll catch you next time. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions. See you, folks.